Hello guys, and welcome to another episode. My name is Amit, and today's topic is investing in yourself, or another way to look at it, investing in a machine that makes money. So let me paint a picture or scenario for you guys. When we think of investing, right, we get a job and then we get our money and then we pay our expenses, and from that we actually we start to invest into, let's say, stocks, bond, mutual fund, real estate, buy insurance, you name it, right? That's the traditional way. At least that's the idea I was introduced, and I'm pretty sure that majority of you are in the same boat. Okay, so today's idea is basically comes from watching other people's video and doing online research and actually reading a lot of books. The idea of the people that who have made it to become millionaires to billionaires, because we alone, right, cannot just earn enough. Well, we can't really on being a W-2 employee. So therefore, need for us investing and making a machine, right, is the entire thing. So basically, think of like our car. Our car, the problem that it solves is actually gets us from place A to place B. So that's a machine that we use, right? So that solves our transportation need. Now, if we were to take the exact same idea, another example would be like cell phone solves the communication problem. Okay, I think I'm pretty sure you're getting the idea. So in terms of money, what kind of machine can we have that would solve our need for work? It's a bit of fascination of mine, because whenever we think of money, right, we have to traditional way is we trade our time for money by producing some kind of value to somebody else, and they in return they give us that money, right? Exchange. We are no longer in barter system that where I do something for you, you do something for me, right? We are exchanging in terms of dollar or whatever other forms of currency there happens to be. Okay, so the things that it came to my mind, like many of them, basically people have written books. This is very simple one where they write the book, and from the sale of the book, the author gets money. That's one form of machine that they have created. Another form of machine is stock market. People either get dividend or they later on they get money. However, how else can we design that system so that it actually makes money? So that machine, right? Our machine can't have one parts to it, right, that does one thing. It needs to have many aspects of it, because in our machine it needs to provide us short-term income, long-term income, and it needs to give us, like in car we have ACs, we have temperature control, right? More than 2% can sit in it, like a lot of other things. So money requirement is the same way we should think if we were looking at systematic way. So one thing is that we don't want to have to, right, we might go for maintenance. Our machine needs to go for maintenance because that's just nature of things, but we need in a way design it. So one of the topic that I came across was the resource allocation concept. This concept is nothing new. If you look at Warren Buffett, he's very famously says or somewhere along the line that he actually allocates the resources and then let the people work, and then in turn he actually turns around and makes the company most profitable, right? So can we apply the same principle into our own daily life in our personal finance, right? Without actually having to, there are a bunch of gurus that they say, oh, you need to go start business, go do this, that, but and you're gonna make less money versus, like, I'll give you an example, right? Somebody is right now actually pays, let's say an engineer pays you, I'll give you my example, right? I make, let's say, $90,000 a year, right? And if I were to talk to a guru, right, he was like, oh, you need to start another stream of income. Yes, by, let's say, doing some kind of entrepreneurship. Yeah, that's great. In long term, it would make probably money, maybe not. But this current job making me more money. Why don't I just focus on that area that makes me more money? So that exact same concept I'm talking about. You need to know which aspect, because it's all about, remember, just like the car, you're getting a point A to point B. Same thing in money. Our money machine is whatever paying the highest amount of money for less amount of effort. Because we are trying to solve indirectly the time paradox, that we do not have that much time to wait around to accumulate that much wealth. We are all trying to basically accumulate a lot of wealth in a very short amount of time. How do we do that? Is we have to multiply ourselves in a way, and we need to build ourselves a replica that we don't need to be there, but that system or that machine automatically goes out and does that work. So this concept, it basically goes into somewhat passive income, or that's kind of the whole concept. But within that, what we need to do, we need to basically design a strategy that would, or a system that would never break down, or if it does break down, like, we have very minimum impact to our life. So some of the things like investing, things that makes money, right? That could be like, let's see, dividend stocks, right? Because it gives you some amount of money. Different growth stock, actually more specific, because you want to have growth. You want to invest in, let's say, a business, or you can come up with your own business idea if you have, right? Coming up with your own idea, and maybe not having to trade money in a way that, like, for example, if you're making less money, maybe you should invest in yourself first, right? Because it's all about you. The better you are, you can take that system, implement it many times, so it's just a replication of yourself and makes more money. What I mean by that, so investing in yourself, for example, if you're let's say high school graduate, and at this point most likely you do not have many skills that is in demand, at least a specific skill set. You have probably general skill set, broad, that you can be taught, and you are more open to basically anything that people teach you, and you will, over time, you will catch that. But why not get a let's say if you want to be a software engineer, become the best you can be in that software engineer, right? Design a program that would, based on your knowledge and your hobby, put everything, and then either A, you can sell it, B, you can continue to run it as a business on the side up until you can keep on working, and this will take off. So that's a system that you're trying to, so over time you can scale it, less or more, but all it starts with investing in yourself. So investing in yourself, few things are obviously, you know, but I'm still gonna iterate. Your actual mind, right? Our brain, this is actually computer. So the more we feed it, and the more we in a way we are repetition, right? Some people can memorize it, like if they see it once, and they have perfect memory. Like people like me, I don't. I seen 100 times, even then sometimes I forget stuff. So you gotta keep on entertaining, and you gotta keep on feeding newer information, so over time you'll have more grasp of what's going on in the world, right? then you got to take care of actual machine that we have, that's our body, right? So those both don't go hand to hand. Invest in yourself, then make a machine in a way, like whatever the highest thing is paying you most. So let's say if you happen to be in real estate, right, or you want to get in real estate, educate yourself, start building that real estate funnel, buying your first maybe single family, duplex, triplex, fourplex, whatever, or start reading book about it and start there are a bunch of reads real estate, right? There are many ways, but all it starts with building a machine, and that machine kind of starts with you, and then you try to replicate yourself, right? Even as a business, if you were to open one, whatever business happens to be, you alone can't do that much without scaling it. So your investments machine needs to, right, be able to reach the furthest destination, furthest time as possible, and you want to make it efficient so that it doesn't cost you that much money to make this much profit, whereas it's so efficient that you can save this much time, let's say 2 kilometers I'm just saying whatever the time happened to be, let's say, or mile, like with a car it used to be 10 minutes, right, without traffic. So you want to make it very efficient so that you can get from point A to point B and you save max amount of time, and you can just keep redoing it. So for in analogy in real life, you want to design a system or invest in anything related to that makes max amount of money in very short amount of time. Now there also has to do with the risk. Be careful how much risk you are willing to take and willing to tolerate. Then it goes back to ourselves again, right? Understanding what kind of system we are, in a way, even though we are human being, but we are I would say first ever generation computer, right? And then we have designed our own version of computer, but bit smarter, that doesn't complain and other stuff, right? So the exact same thing. That's kind of so humankind had designed computer to solve a specific problem. So I'm trying to basically what I'm saying is we need to design or be architect of our an investment making machine. Alright guys, I hope this gives you enough idea. Let me know what you guys think, and if you have not, please like the video, subscribe or share. That I would really appreciate. Something about me, excuse me, I am an MBA student. I have a master's degree. This is my second master's. My family is from India, and for the last 15 years I've been in Washington DC, and I hate reading actual books, so I do Audible. I read a lot of Audible. I have subscription. I do digest a lot of content regarding finance and anything in particular that I think I need, or I'm not well versed. Yeah, so that's kind of I'm not a guru. Please do not sue me. I put out these content to simply thought provocative type of an idea, or at least you get some idea, and then you seek professional help from the books or the people who actually take your money for the advice. My advice are free, and I don't even put ad, so so that's how you know that you're really getting. So it's anything with free in life, right? You want to evaluate it for yourself. I am not claiming you that you will be rich, neither am I rich, therefore I am simply giving you a learning platform. Okay, thank you.